What's good, YouTube? It's RPU here, and I'm back again with another video. And I like to start this video off with a warning. If you are easily triggered by certain topics like the border or politics, anything political, then this video is not for you, because I'm going to be talking about a wide range of topics. And yeah, I gave you fair warning. So Title 42 is expected to end on May 11th. Mayday, Mayday. May 11th is Mayday for the black community. The end of Title 42 is the end of America as we know it, especially the black community. Why do I say that? You know, I really thought that Donald Trump would have a chance to come back 2024, but that seems unlikely now with everything that has been happening in headlines recently. And we should talk about this stuff because this is affecting us every day. So Tucker Carlson was recently fired from Fox News over a defamation lawsuit with a certain company that cannot be named, that is involved with the voting machines, right? And this lawsuit alleged that Fox News was slandering this company's name, alleging that they had rigged their machines against Donald Trump in 2020, allegedly. But a settlement was reached, right? And Fox News was ordered to pay $787 million in damages to this company. And I'm reading from AP right here that they probably won't even have to pay all that money, you know, because like they have insurance and stuff like that. So like it doesn't even really affect Fox News like that. That's crazy. But right after the settlement, Tucker Carlson was fired. It could have been part of the settlement. Okay, since you guys lost this case against us, you're not going to disrespect our name. You're going to pay us this money. And a part of the lawsuit is going to be you have to fire Tucker Carlson. That could have been, I don't know. But with him fired, the propaganda and the censorship is going to get even worse. Probably worse than what happened in 2020. You know? And that's why next election time, like I think the censorship is going to get even worse. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. But Joe Biden has announced that he plans to run again, even though a lot of people don't want him to run, you know, because out of everything that he's done in these past 2 years, right, which feels like a freaking lifetime, you know, all the stuff that has been happening ever since, you know, he's been sworn in. Out of everything that has happened, the thing that bothers people the most about Joe Biden is his age. People think that he's too old. Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, what about, you know, us being potentially on the verge of WW3? But that's like a whole another, like people are just so freaking oblivious, you know? I don't know. But so Joe Biden has announced his plan to run again, you know, and Donald Trump has been on a campaign, you know, trying to get back, you know, get some momentum going. And people in the news are saying that, this could potentially lead up to Trump versus Biden too. It's like a pay-per-view event, man. Politics is like WWE for real. It's going down. Donald Trump versus Joe Biden too. Get your tickets today. But I think that if it does happen like that, whatever happens, you're not going to be able to question it. You're not going to be able to at all, because they will just block you, censor you, shadow ban you, delete your channel. you know? So that's like the worst part, And then and no matter what happens, no one's going to be able to accept the results. People are going to come out, they're going to say that they don't accept the results of the election, and it's going to be 2020 all over again. It's just, I can see it playing out just like that, I think that the 2024 elections is just a powder keg just waiting to go off, man. It's crazy. So, Title 42. The end of Title 42, there are they said 700,000 to 1 million migrants on the border waiting to come into the country when Title 42 ends in 3 days. I don't have nothing against anybody seeking to get a better life or none of that. Let me just say that right now, and people trying to seek asylum, from all the crazy stuff that's going on in their countries. I don't have any problem with that. America is supposed to be, the land of the free, home of the brave, and it's basically the land of milk and honey. But yeah, 1 million migrants waiting to cross into the country, and the Democrats are planning to give these migrants the ability to vote. New York has already passed a law, I think, where they could give illegal immigrants the right to vote now. So, and they want to also give these people a fast-track way to citizenship. And this will definitely shift the political landscape. It's going to change the culture of America. It's going to dilute the population of original Americans with the traditional values, who are more likely to vote conservative. And basically, Democrats want more Democratic voters. And if they have to import people from all across the world to get votes, then that's what they're going to do. And so, yeah, I think the last couple of elections, there's been a major shift within the black community. Black people have been voting Democrat, for a long time, religiously. Vote blue, no matter who. But thanks to the internet, social media, black men talking amongst each other, and the expanding of the manosphere and free thinking, a lot of black men are starting to wake up to how they have been isolated and ostracized when it comes to the Democratic Party. We've seen it over and over and over again, from crazy political ads like "Get your booty to the poll" and "No voting, no fucking," and the overloading of the LGBTQIA plus stuff. And it's it's caused a shift, in the thinking of black men, and a lot of black men have started to vote conservative, and that has been reflected in the polls. And during the last election, Joe Biden said that the black community played a major part in his election. That's the power of the black vote. But now, a large percentage of the black vote has started to turn their backs on the Democratic Party. And they are well aware of that. And so, what they've decided to do is say we no longer need the black vote. We no longer are going to rely on the black vote. What we're going to do is we're going to import some new votes, some new Democratic voters. And, over time, the black vote will become more and more irrelevant. The black community will become more and more irrelevant as all of these immigrants will be sent into your towns, your cities, your neighborhoods. They're being sent to New York. They're being sent to Chicago. They're being sent to LA. They'll probably be sent to Seattle, Portland, Atlanta, every Democratic city and state that you can think of, and everywhere else to, dilute other red states, turn red states purple and eventually blue. Which is crazy, And, it's not looking good. These people are going to come in. These people are getting government benefits. I have nothing against you. I have nothing against anybody trying to come into the country, assimilate, and have a better life for their family. I'm not racist or none of that, okay? I'm trying to point out that the government is playing political chess to try to divide us into smaller groups, But I'm trying to point out what's happening, okay? So these people come in, they get government benefits. You got Ukrainians getting Social Security, all type of stuff, My big checks of Social Security. Like my dad only gets a certain amount of every month, and they're getting way more. They're getting way more than he does. These people are going to come in. They're going to get Section 8. Just imagine, there are some people out there who have been waiting on that Section 8 list for 10 plus years. And then you have Ukrainians, people coming across the border, the Afghan refugees, they're coming in, they're getting first priority over you. It's happening. I'm seeing it in the news. You got people, they're bringing them in by the busload to New York. These people are getting priority beds for homeless shelters over you. They're getting their shelters are hella nice. They're getting Xboxes and shit over you. So, and people are starting to point it out and stuff, but it's just the government could do that for everybody, but they do that, to play political mind games, They want to get favor with these people so they can vote Democrat when it comes to the elections, But we're already starting to see the effects of this mass immigration, man. And this is going to change the culture of America forever. It's going to change the landscape of America forever. I don't know who said it, but there was a saying that said that if you import the third world, you get the third world. And we're starting to see the effects of this. There was a guy in Florida who chopped a DoorDash driver up or an Uber driver up. He was delivering his food. Dude, unalived him and then dismembered his body. And they said that this dude had ties to a certain gang, a certain Southern American gang. Okay? And then so that's one incident right there, right? Then just a couple of days ago, some student at in Davis, which is like 30 minutes from me, went on a killing spree, stabbing the homeless people. He killed like 2 people and almost killed a third person, but luckily the lady survived. They caught him. Dude went full ghost face out there, you know, and it kind of like shocked the community. Like, this is crazy. Like, Davis is a college town. It's like hella chill. Like, so this dude gets arrested, and then a lot of people, you know, get mad when they ask, like, was this person illegal? Turns out the guy is originally from El Salvador. I'm not saying that, you know, that had anything to do with it, but I'm just pointing out patterns here. Okay? And then recently there have been a lot of mass events taking place, right? One of those was in Texas just a couple days ago. It's like, man, it's like we have a mass shooting. It's like we went from having a mass shooting every month to having a mass shooting every week. Now we having a mass shooting like every 3 days. It's crazy. What the hell is going on out here? It's crazy. But I'm listening to InfoWars. So, you know, I got my tinfoil hat on, you know. I'm listening to a bunch of conspiracy theories. And one of those conspiracies was that allegedly, because Title 42 is about to end, there are certain groups on the border who won't be able to make as much money as they originally did, transporting people, you know, to America. And so they decided to cause a bunch of chaos. You know, this is about money. This is about Title 42, allegedly. This is my tinfoil hat conspiracy time. And this is about human trafficking. This is about sex trafficking. This is about money. This is about power. And so people don't want to give up that power. And I'm hearing that allegedly that the shooter of the Texas mass event had some alleged border group ties. A prison, they saying that because of his alleged tattoos, they said that this guy could potentially have connections to a prison gang, which is known to do mercenary type work for certain groups on the border. And are you seeing a pattern here? You know, I'm seeing a pattern. You know, I mean, basically, if you import the third world, you're gonna get the third world. That's just what it is. Have you not seen what has happened to Sweden? Oh my goodness! If you haven't seen the documentary SOS, it's called State of Sweden. They took it off of YouTube, but it's on BitChute and Rumble. Y'all should see what they did to beautiful Sweden, man. The citizens said that they turned it into Absurdistan. Which is crazy, you know, because, okay, they are importing, leftists believe in diversity and inclusion and all equity. These are like key buzzwords that people steady spewing out, right? And they want to, you know, basically bring the world together bring us all together. We were already a melting pot before, but they want to create melting pots around the world. And certain cultures and certain ideals and stuff like that just don't mix. They just don't. And so I'm talking about Sweden, imported people from the Middle East and Sudan and Somalia. And just imagine, America has been in the Middle East for over 20 years, right? Fucking shit up over there in the name of fighting terrorism and spreading democracy, right? You've been in these people's lands for 20 years, killing them, drone striking them, all type of shit, right? And then you invite these people into your country with no vetting process whatsoever. And some of these people could possibly have vendettas against you, your country, your people. And you're starting to see that, in Sweden. There's like random stabbings, girls getting raped all the time. They say that Sweden used to be the safest country in the world. Now they say it's one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Freaking bombings all the time. What the fuck? Shit like that never... you never heard... Well, you never heard about shit like that happening, in Western nations. Not a lot, if it was, it was big, like it was a big terrorist attack or something. But now it's like it's like the new normal. It's fucking insane. It's insane. And I believe that the same thing that happened to Sweden is the same thing that's going to happen to the United States. You're going to import all these people, and it's going to cause chaos and destabilization. I believe you will start to see America become more like Mexico. You will start to see certain groups operating in the open. You may see cops getting taken out, people getting kidnapped, bodies chopped up, laid out in the street. I believe that all this is possible, and not, and then like you have other people coming in too, not just people from the South, but like people from China, people from Haiti, people from all different countries. And America was in Haiti too, fucking their country up too. And so a lot of these people could be coming to this country with a lot of resentment for this country, So I believe that America is going to become a very unsafe place in the future, which is another reason why I think that I want to get up out of here. If I had the money and the means, I don't know where I'm going, but I think America is going to become a very, very crazy place, from the politics to the demographic change. And black people are going to be in trouble because these groups, they stick together. They don't speak, they speak their own language. They stick together. They hire their own. These people are going to come in. They're going to get government assistance, and they're going to elevate over you. So this is a major warning. I just wanted to put this out there. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I think America is going to be set off, man, because there's so many different things happening, so many different powder kegs just waiting to go off, man. And then, the whole Jordan Neely situation, but that's a whole nother video, man. I got a whole nother video planned for that, but I think America is about to go off the freaking rocker for the next, 2 years. And once election times comes, whatever happens, you're not going to be able to question it. You're not going to be able to say anything about it because the censors are going to go up all over again. It's a nightmare that we are in that we can't wake up from, man. Let me know what you think about all this. This is RPU, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. P.S. I'm also hearing, this is another conspiracy theory. I got to put my tinfoil hat back on. But I'm hearing that allegedly that Joe Biden is planning to remove Title 42, allow all of these people to come in, cause a bunch of chaos and destabilization, only to blame it on migration, the very same migration that they caused, and reinstate Title 42. Why would he do that? Why would you take away Title 42 just to reinstate it? Just to cause a crisis and then say, I'm going to fix it, and then claim to fix it to get political points? So you would cause a massive crisis with, people's lives in the balance of these political chess games just to get political points and say that you fixed a crisis that you caused. I think that is sick. I think that is sick. And I think the political system is a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. And you know what else is crazy? Is how when Donald Trump wanted to spend $5 billion on the border, they said that was too much money. But we sent over $100 billion to Ukraine with no problem. We just sent 20 times that amount to Ukraine. That amount of money could have had our border sealed and fortified. But these are the political games that they play. Let me know what you think about all this. This is RPU, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.